you. The next speaker is Mr. Coburn for 2 minutes.
Connected. Thank you, Madam Vice President. Capital Markets Union is supposed to facilitate investment, but I have to tell you, the EU is instead following policies that will harm investment. The ruling on Apple's tax in Ireland is a fine example of this. Businesses, whether they are large or small, need certainty in their tax affairs. But in demanding Apple pay €13 billion, the EU has in effect retrospectively changed the meaning of illegal state aid to suit its own ends and agenda. What is that agenda? In the short term, to distract from the tendency of the single market to facilitate tax avoidance by abuse of its freedom of establishment. In the medium term, to expand the meaning of state aid within the single market rules to include tax. In the long term, to abolish tax competition completely so that states have no incentive to provide public services more efficiently. What an irony that the so-called EU Competition Commission is being used to eliminate competition. In the end, this will only result in less efficient public services and regardless of any windfall tax receipts from Apple. Well, the lesson for the UK to draw from all this, even after Brexit, is that if the UK remains in the single market, we will be subject to not only the rules on state aid, but also control of our taxes. The uncertainty and the taxation without representation that would result makes it even more imperative that Britain must leave the single market and that Brexit must mean leaving the single market. The EU clearly does not understand businesses, small, medium or large.
Thank you, Mr. Coburn.